Good day to you glorious rapscallion bastards. The name's Foxsol, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more beautiful Wavering Waves. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I myself am having a glorious day. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into the video here in a second. And today's video topic is pretty much how free to play is Wavering Waves. Well, I got you on this one, so let's go. Alrighty, so let me pull up something really quickly here. I should have, I'll be honest with you, I should have been completely prepared for this in the begin with, but I didn't do that. But no, we're going to be discussing really quickly, you know, the free-to-play aspect of this game and how free-to-play is this compared to other games. Like, I guess you could compare this to Genshin Impact or the Predatorial game we like to know as Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, or also known as Wallet May Cry, because shit, that game is expensive as fuck. If you want to do anything in that game caters only to the fucking whales, and that's just exactly how it is. But this Wavering Waves, how does it compare to that? Well, I'll be honest with you. I find that this game is actually really free-to-play friendly. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, when it comes to it, you only, compared to some games I've seen that you have to do 90 pulls, this game gives you 80 pulls. But I've seen these developers legitimately start working, you know, to actually fix issues in the game and stuff that they just given away. Like, they gave away a, you know, a 5-star character. Like, when you first start the game and everything, they gave you a voucher, say, hey, come on in, come get yourself a free 5-star character and come play, which right there is incentive enough, to be completely honest, to want to, for someone like myself to want to play this game. But that was unnecessary because other gacha games really don't do that, you know? And it's stuff like that that, like, this game legitimately, you know, I find is completely fair. It's completely nice to see, you know, developers give stuff. In fact, there's a quote unquote leak, not sure how true it is, but it's been hinted at that we're going to be getting another voucher for another free 5-star character when 1.2 comes out. And I already know who I'm going to be spending and wasting it on, because I've been saying that I wanted another dupe of a certain character, so I'm going to be wasting it on that one. Because I really do believe in Jianxi, and I want to see, you know, her actually grow. But I've actually took the time, you know, not just from my own opinion, I've actually took the time to go into the actual Wavering Waves Discord and ask a question. And not many people really responded, but the few people which I'm going to give shout outs to, basically from Arclight, Chun-Li's Blindfold, Lunatic Silent 5, and the last one, which I really cannot pronounce, I'll probably got bastardized in, but we did have a couple of conversations. But Anjiski, I was gonna call you Scale. We actually were talking, because we were talking about mostly DMC actually, but I actually referred to these people here, and you know, they all said pretty much the same thing, that the game is legitimately, like, they were comparing it to Genshin Impact, you know, how, you know, free to play friendly this game is. Like, the events, man, they give you these astrites, which is basically your gems, like so many different events, so many ways of collecting these gems just all over the map. And you know, I actually collected, I'm gonna be honest, I've actually collected one of my Genians, actually 2 of them actually, one of my 2 GN summons that was straight from actually pulling for free. Like, straight up, I got the astrites and there he goes. Now, granted, there is other things in this game that, you know, you could spend money on, like the Pioneer system, which also gives you a massive boost in helping with stuff like that. But in terms of someone who's not looking at spending money, or hardly any money, I have to give credit to Kuro Games. I think legitimately this game, compared to most of the other gachas that I've seen, the only other gacha that I can say that I feel is just as good as a free-to-play style game, that is maybe a little bit better than this, maybe just slightly better than this, would be Soul Leveling Arise. Because Soul Leveling Arise, I pretty much got every character in that damn game 100% for free. Like, I spent like maybe at most in that game just because I wanted to was $80. Because you have the ability to create your own banner, go ahead and do all this other stuff, so that way you can get whatever characters you want. And we got every single character in that thing with simple pulls and straight up just doing, you know, it's events, it's lottery event style stuff, you know, the dice rolls and stuff like this. I was able to get every character in there relatively easy with no problems, no grind, no nothing. It felt actually really good. So I'm going to say maybe compared to Soul Leveling Arise, that might be the only other game that I can say I feel like right now is a true free-to-play style game in that regards, you know, comparable to this. But I have a friend of mine who I will legitimately say that kind of warned me that, you know, Netmarble likes to play a certain game apparently, you know, oh yeah, for the first year is going to be all free to play easy as hell apparently, but you know, the second year, that's when they're going to really mark up the value and everything. So hopefully that doesn't actually happen with Soul Leveling Arise. I'll say that right now, but if it does, oh well, I'll just say that right now. For the first year so far, from what I'm playing, it is a truly worthwhile free-to-play experience. I'll give it that. But coming back into the topic of Wutheringwaves, I'm just gonna say, like, yeah, like I have gotten at least like 100 and some pulls for free in this game. You get astrites from just doing events and everything, and you get a generous amount. Girl Games, like I said, they gave you a voucher for a free 5-star character. It's rumored, or, you know, in the sense that, oh yeah, coming soon, that there's going to be another voucher with 1.2 coming out, that you'll be able to get another free 5-star character, which I think is actually the best way to handle it. And this is like me trying to explain this to the community manager, you know, with DMC POC on their Discord server. Is like, yo bro, listen to me carefully. If you just give people an incentive, you know, something like a free character, not try to tell them, oh, you got to do 115 pulls before you get a free character of your choice, and you just do something like Kuro Games, just give a voucher for a free character, you know, you're more likely to get people to spend some money. But I would say that for this game in general, like I fucking love this game. I really do. As you could tell, we are putting up daily videos right now every morning at 6 o'clock in the morning Central Time Zone. And that's because I love this game. I love grinding in this game. I love playing this game. Chang Lee's coming, and that's my bae right there. That's going to be my mommy, my Dami mommy, the one that I am simping for. And like, look, I've actually been staking my ass rates. You will see, like, you know, I have, oh, wrong spot. I have 181. Oh boy. And guess what we're going to do with that 181? And I haven't put no money in this right here. Like, as probably since the last 3 weeks now, I haven't put no money in this. All I've been doing is coming here and converting these. And I still got more I can convert right here. This is from what I have spent, but from not spending at all, and in the last week of just converting these asteroids, instead of using them for purposes of the map to add more waypoints like this, because I was doing this originally. In the last week, I wanted to test something. I wanted to see how I guess you could say free to play friendly it is, from just doing normal events with zero stuff in it, straight up. Like, look, come to the store, come to the item exchange, you know, right here for 160 of these asteroids. Guess what? I got 10. And I just started doing this since Monday, and today is Wednesday. Look at this. 10. And 160 is not bad, and you can get that relatively easy. So I got one basic free 10 pull for Chang Li. I'm trying right now. I know I'm not gonna get, you know, that much, but I'm putting all my asteroids. I'm putting everything for free into it. I'm going to break the bank account for her at the same time, but you know, I want to try to make it not as hard. I want to try, you know, to do it that way. And then with ZZ coming out afterwards, that's the next character that we're going to be working on. I think that we're going to do is for this time period after Chang Li, that we're just going to just see about doing completely free to play and see if we can get her summoned. And if we get her summoned, then we'll spend money on it. You know what I'm saying? Because by then we'll have more events. I think it's like guaranteed there's going to be like 1,000. Actually, I think it's like what? 1,000 or so asteroids from certain events that are going to be coming in. So, I mean, with all that being stated, I mean, Yeah, I have to say that this game, I don't feel is the whale's dream. You don't have to go ahead and really use a credit card unless you really want to, in a sense. I'll be honest. I mean, unless you want to basically max out a character, that would be the only way. But even my friend Valk, who plays this game every single day too, like, some bitch got Jinshi, he got Caltro, he got several 5 stars, and he didn't spend no money in it. He just did it all for free. Like, it's a game that he really didn't care too much about, and he just straight up said, I'm not really gonna spend no money, and motherfucker pulled for Jinshi and got 2 Jinshis. Like, straight up, the game just, I think, and then he didn't even do a hard 80 pull either. He did, like, I would say, I think he did like maybe just like a 50 pull and he got it. Like, he got up to almost like 50 pulls. So he was either 40 or 50 and he got it. And he actually got double, which I don't know how the fuck that happened, but he got double. I just showed it to him and I was just like, what the fuck? But no, if you're looking for a game that is relatively free to play friendly, you know, and you're curious about Wutheringwaves, I totally recommend it. Like, I will be putting out a video here after a while as well in the next couple of days, which basically going to put in, you know, the biggest competitor that Wutheringwaves is against right now, which is Genshin Impact, and explain to you the differences of Genshin Impact versus Wutheringwaves from my point of view, and what makes this game much better than Genshin Impact. And if you're on the fence because you feel like this is like, you know, this is just straight up a Genshin clone and I don't care for that, well, bear with me, get ready for the next video on that. But if you're worried about whaling out in the game, that you have to whale in order to succeed in this game, I'll tell you right now, the game is more free to play friendly than you think. But all right, guys, I think that it'll do it for here. And yeah, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.